Oh yeah, I'm about to eat this.
What are you doing?
I'm. What does it look like I'm doing, man? I'm keto. I'm on a ketogenic diet.
Don't eat keto. Your penis won't work.
What? Boom! Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on the link in the description box below to sign up for the Tiger Fitness newsletter. Within a week of publishing this video, we will give out a $50 gift card to tigerfitness.com to one lucky person who does all of these steps. Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com CEO, MTS Nutrition. Keto lowers testosterone. Never thought I'd say that. You know what I'm saying? Click on the link down below. I did a whole article on this, including references and footnotes and all that good stuff. I didn't think it was true, but I had someone actually ask me a question about if keto can lower testosterone. I started looking into it, and holy crap, there is data suggesting that it can. I'm not saying that keto is going to make your balls fall off, but I think before we go declaring the almighty king of diets, I think we need to go ahead and look at the entire picture and actually have some take home. Now, here's the deal. The fat is necessary to produce hormones, namely testosterone. Okay, the American Heart Association, for example, recommends 20 to 35% of overall calories come from fat. That's 400 to 700 calories a day for a 2,000 calorie diet, or about 44 to 78 grams of fat per day. That's essentially what's required. So theoretically with keto, think about it like I was getting 300 grams of fat a day. So you'd think that increased fat would correlate linearly with increased testosterone, right? No, it seems that going over actually might have a deleterious effect because you will have to cut down on your carbohydrate. Why is that? Well, here's the deal. They hit your calories. If you're on a ketogenic diet, your carbs are supposed to be like 5 to 10%, with fat being about 70 to 75 and protein being about 20 or so. So the key is, why would this happen? Like, why would a keto diet, why would that potentially lower your testosterone? That's crazy, right? Well, here's the thing. Glucose is responsible and plays a huge role in GnRH levels, which lead to hormonal actions in the body, right? So it's a releasing hormone responsible for the release of follicle stimulating hormone, or FSH. You always hear people on forums for like steroids and stuff talk about FSH. Well, that's the follicle stimulating hormone, and luteinizing hormone, which is LH, from the anterior pituitary. Okay, these are all critical to the production of testosterone and other hormones. So when you lack glucose, it actually decreases your body's ability to maintain those GnRH levels. So here's the thing. There's some studies that are done. When carbs were reduced in one study, 30% of one's diet, even more carbs than most keto diets recommend. Most keto are 5 to 10% carbs. Testosterone and the ratio of testosterone to cortisol is the stress hormone, was reduced significantly on subjects. Well, you might be saying, well, these are sedentary people. I'm an athlete. Bro, these were Olympic athletes. So cortisol levels skyrocketed as the athletes depleted glycogen and increased the cortisol to testosterone ratio in these extreme, highly trained athletes. So here's the deal. What mitigated this, what basically squashed this problem, was they gave the subjects carb-containing drinks, which is why to this day I always recommend taking at least 1 scoop of MTS Nutrition Carb 10 and 1 scoop of MTS Whey post-workout, because that cortisol testosterone level gets messed up. By downing that carb and protein shake, it blunts the cortisol, which is the stress hormone. Too much of it, not necessarily a good thing. So not only does it help with body composition and hormones, helps with recovery and, of course, hormonal response in training. So the deal is, in one study, the evidence to include carbs in your diet is really hard to ignore. High carb diets increase testosterone by 36% over low carb diets. The CAR group also had, in this study, lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol. For all of the information on these studies, again, click on the link down below. So here's the deal. Contrary to what people are trying to tell you, all these people who say low carb, low carb, low carb, they're either selling an ebook, they're fans of Oprah, they have something to gain, right? At the end of the day, Diet's pretty simple. The one thing we know for sure is exercise is great. Nobody's arguing except for the HCG diet, which is complete and utter bullshit. Their calories are so low on that diet, you can't even exercise. Exercise is awesome. A good weight training plan and cardiovascular activity in addition to your diet is the way to go. Okay, so you need to exercise. That's the one thing regardless. We have tons of articles on Tiger Fitness. Check that out. So back to diet. What should you do about diet? I have laid out 7 simple plans in this article linked down below so you can reference it. Set protein to 1 to 1.5 grams per pound of body weight daily. Set fat to 0.3 to 0.5 grams per pound of body weight daily. Fill in the rest of your caloric needs with carbs, okay? So bottom line is if you have you have your 1.1 gram of protein, then you have your 0.5 grams of fat, and you still have 1,000 calories left over, fill that in with carbohydrate. To find your TDEE, or how much calories you need for a day, we have a TDEE calculator. Again, click on that link down below. It'll be referenced in the article. And whatever macronutrient plan, whether it's low carb, high carb, medium carb, zone, we have that all set. We have a macronutrient calculator on the site too. That's also referenced in the article. As stick points are hit, if you're trying to lose fat, drop carbs by 40 to 60 grams per day. Based on your weekly progress, your aim is to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week on the diet. Or check out my book, dropfactorbook.com. That's dropfactorbook.com. As stick points are hit when trying to gain mass, increase carbs by 40 to 60 grams per day. Trying to gain 0.5 to 1 pound a week. Or you can find out how to do this on massdiet.com. So the bottom line is, would I worry about keto diets, lowering your testosterone? If you enjoy the keto diet, it helps keep you on track, helps keep you committed, and helps keep you from ballooning up. It's still better than being fat, out of shape, and having all the lifestyle disease factor risks like type 2 diabetes and all that. By all means, do keto. Don't worry about the slight decrease in testosterone. But the message here is that there is no perfect diet. Do what works for you. Try intermittent fasting. Try keto. Try the zone. Try my drop factor book. Find out what works best for you. Because what's good for the goose might not be good for the gander. So just check it out. Anyway, guys, click on the link down below. Check out that article. I'm Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. Because finding the perfect diet, yet not cutting off your own balls, that's not a game.